who are sat in front of me now because they've got the most brilliant story to tell. I'm going to sort of be bringing you some tips in a little bit about the royal wedding sort of street parties and things that you can do to make the day even better, by the way, on Saturday. But not everyone will be able to celebrate with Meghan and Harry on Saturday because some people will be on a bike, quite literally. Not everybody would want to do the thing that these gentlemen are about to do, but anyway, Dame and Carol will be in the middle of a 190-mile bike ride down to Wembley, raising money for the Stockport charity Stroke Information. And Damon's here with me in the studio, as well as Nick Clark, who had a stroke in his 40s and is well and truly behind the charity. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Nick, let's start with you. This all coincides with Stroke Awareness Month. Can you just tell us your story? What happened to you?
Basically, reasonably fit, just had a really stressful job and went to bed after a nice day in the garden on a Sunday. Woke up and going to work in Nottingham, went into the bathroom at 5:30 and collapsed. Basically, I thought I'd got up too early and it was like, just take 5 minutes. Then basically I lost all my right hand side. My wife then decided to ring the paramedics and they arrived and they said that they thought I was having a stroke. And my wife was like, he's 42, it won't happen, he's still young. No, it can happen at any age. And next thing was blues and twos all the way to Stepping Hill. And I was on the trolley and I can remember, although I couldn't say anything, I could remember hearing distinctly the consultant saying to my wife and my mum and dad that they needed to prepare for the worst. And I'm like, what? Why aren't you talking to me? And what's going on? And it turned out I had a bleed on the brain.
Which has been in the news so much recently. We've heard from Sir Alex Ferguson, even Darren Campbell.
Yeah.
And that is a sort of perhaps a naive thing, isn't it, when you say, it potentially only happens to older people. I mean, you look at someone like Darren Campbell, 37, excessively healthy, fit young man. It's shocking that it can happen so quickly, and it's like a light going off, isn't it?
Well, obviously fit and healthy like myself.
Yeah, of course. That
I mean, I didn't even know I had a brain. No, never mind anything else. So
it's good you can laugh about it, but it changed your life,
didn't it? I think you've got to. With stroke, there isn't a great amount of information, support, etc., etc. So I decided to try and change that. I started a legal constitution, which then became a registered charity in 2015. And
that's Stroke Information.
Yes, and hence the little logo. Our mascot is called Steady Eddie, and he's based on the tortoise and the hare. Take your time. We'll get there in the end, and that's what he's based on. So
as part of that, you've planned something pretty amazing this weekend to raise awareness for strokes in general, and for obviously for the charity as well. So you wrote Damien in. Damien sat here like, oh God, what am I going to be doing now? So you're basically going to be getting on a bike tomorrow from New Mills Junior Football Club, and you are pedal biking to the FA Cup final.
Yes.
Now I do believe you've got a ticket to see the game at the other end, and you're wearing a Chelsea shirt at the moment. You might get booed out of the building around here, but at least that's some light at the end of the tunnel. Tell me why you wanted to do it. What's your sort of feeling behind it?
It's a follow-up to me. I did a sponsored walk from it last year. I just wanted to raise a profile of stroke information in general. I mean, I've learned loads about it over the past year. So what I wanted to do was just raise the profile even higher this year and cycle to Wembley. I got a bike through Cycle to Work through the company that I previously worked for.
So you have done a bit of training.
So I've done a bit of training.
That's good.
I cycle every day to work. I love it. I just love cycling because I can't run. It helps with my knees, my joints, but I thought I might as well put it to good use and just raise the profile even more down by cycling to Wembley.
I know Stockport County have really helped you out, haven't they? They've been a big support to you.
Massively.
And they've provided like a little minibus that's going to be riding with you guys, with all the stuff that you need on board. Are you apprehensive? Do you feel like, come on, we can do this?
I know I can do it. I know I will do it. I'm a bit nervous. It's like preparing for a big football match. I'm just taking it all in my stride. I'm just preparing for one of the biggest games in my life, and I just really, no matter how long it takes us, the issue is to raise awareness regarding stroke information and strokes in people that suffer from strokes in general.
When you're on that bike and perhaps you're going through a bit of a lull or a bit of a moment when you're questioning whether you can do this, is there anything that you kind of focus on, that you think about to give you that extra mile, I suppose?
I don't know, I'm actually down there. Probably will do, yeah. When I was doing the sponsored walk last year, I was thinking, is this what it's like to fit, like to suffer from a stroke, because the tiredness and fatigue sets in.
Yeah.
I mean, I finish at 6 o'clock tomorrow and I'm more or less going on to it, so I won't have any sleep tomorrow, so the fatigue will kick in straight away. And the challenge, like I said, it's a good challenge, isn't it?
Yeah, Nick, you must be feeling pretty proud of these guys, though, to do this.
It's totally relaxed, and I'm going to be sunburned in the garden.
Yeah, like, off you go. Thank you very much and good luck. I was talking to a radiographer yesterday, actually, who'd been a part of treating a lot of the victims that came in directly after the Manchester Arena bombing, and we talked a little bit about strokes and bleeds on the brain, because they'd been in the public eye quite a lot recently. And she was talking about this FAST campaign, which she tested me, actually, and I said, it is face, arm, speech, time to call, isn't it? So if the face sort of changes, the arms drop, and the speech is affected, then it is time to call. And I think, as you've pointed out, we need to be aware and ready for anything like that at any time.
And that's one of the reasons that I started the charity, basically, just to provide that education, so that people can understand it, and not only like the general public, but also employers, so that they can say, well, okay, we need to sort of be a little bit flexible with such and such because their relatives just had a stroke. And then it's a life-changing condition.
And the quicker you act, the more of the person you save is the message, isn't it? Damon, I don't know if you know what you got yourself into here, but I wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you.
In fact, we might give your number, or maybe someone on the bus, to some of the other shows on BBC Radio Manchester. Maybe they can call in, check in where you are. If anyone wants to sponsor you and raise a bit of money, you've got do you want me to read it out? Nick's come in with a little message here. He's holding it up. If you want to sponsor the guys, then please do so. You can text SES 107 and then your amount to 770. That's SES 107 and then your amount to 770. Or you can get on the Just Giving page as well. And I'm sure if you Google, because it's quite a long address, isn't it? If you get onto Just Giving and then you put into it stroke information on his bike, it will take you directly through to the page. Listen, I hope you raise loads of money. Well done for raising awareness, and good luck over the weekend. And let's hope that FA Cup final, well, does it go your way if you're wearing a Chelsea top?
No.